I have an idea. I want to go strip mining and just chill, you know, and just talk and tell stories like the title says I'm gonna do. Oh, okay, I know what I'm gonna tell first. This takes place in early June of 2020. I'm 15, and so my brother is 2 years younger than me. He's riding his bike off of like a plastic jump that he got, and he made it look really easy, so I decided to give it a go. I didn't want to wear a helmet, but thankfully he got me to wear a helmet, and that's gonna be important, as you probably see where the story's going. Anyway, so basically I decided to go off the jump, and it goes really badly. My bike absolutely launches into the air, and I don't know how to land this thing. As soon as the thing left the ground, I knew I was done for. I was just like, oh no, this is gonna hurt. And then, okay, so then I go flying off the handlebars, Superman it, then land on my side and just absolutely, I just go flying across the road. And my dumbass was wearing a t-shirt and shorts at the time. So my side, my hip, my knees, everything that hit the ground got fucked, which was a lot of things. So basically, from my elbow to my knees on my right side, I pretty much was scraped. It was so bad that my mom took me to the ER. So that was fun. Fun fact, I still have the scar on my hip because let me tell you, when gravel gets in wounds, the scars are oddly that looks like a dick. Yeah, but it scars oddly, like, so, you know, because I hit asphalt, you know, there's a bunch of stuff already in there, so, like tiny little pebbles and shit, like, got embedded into, like, the cut. They did clean it, like, they cleaned as much as they could, though, like, you know, when I went to the ER, so that's good. But, yeah, not necessarily my brightest moment. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to go mining. I want to look for a desert, because I still need to get green dye, so I can build statues for, like, all the humans on the server, so yeah. Anyway, what other stories can I tell? Ooh. I have a fun story to tell. Now. I have another one. So, this actually happened this summer, actually. August of 2021. Last summer. Basically, me and my friends, we decided to stay in Idaho, right, for a little bit. One of the days, we decided to go to a pretty popular amusement park there. I'm not going to say, like, the actual name, though, because, like, I don't know if that's okay or not. So, at that time, I was very obviously, like, out of the closet, non-binary presenting, you know, all that shit. My gay ass is just dropped in the middle of the woods in Idaho, right by a lake thing, which was fun. But if you didn't know, Idaho's a red state. Red states tend to be the ones that don't really take well to gay people, right? So you can already kind of tell where this is going. So basically, we decided to go to this really popular theme park, and I was already feeling really, really uneasy because, like, I knew this was just a breeding ground for something to happen, because, like, amusement parks tend to be, like, really popular places for the people I don't want to run into to go to. I was only able to stay there for an hour. I rode one roller coaster, which was it was a really big wooden one with an insane drop. Fun fact, my friend actually passed out on that, like, several times. She was completely fine, just rather shaken up about it. But yeah, I was only able to go on that ride and stay there for around an hour before I had to go for fear of my own safety. And within the span of that hour, I was flipped off twice. And the last straw was this redhead. So me and my family are walking through a crowd, and, like, you know, he's staring at me. So, like, obviously I notice and look at him. And then this fucker, you know, like when someone slams their fist into their hand, like they want to fight. That fucker made that sign at me. And I'm just like, nope, I'm done. I am done. My dad took me back to, like, the house. I was an absolute wreck on the car ride home, understandably, because that was really fucking scary. So safe to say, I am definitely not going back to that said amusement park anytime soon. Oh yeah. I have a more lighthearted story to tell from the same trip, though. So basically, one night, there's a really big storm off in the distance. You know, we could see the lightning. Me and my mom went down to the dock to watch the lightning until we, like, heard the thunder. So, you know, we were just chilling and everything. And my friends and my siblings decided to go straight into that storm. Like the little wannabe storm chasers they were. I didn't go with them because that would have given me a panic attack, because I am really not good with lightning. Like, it scares the shit out of me. But yeah, anyway, so they went directly into the storm to like see it up close and personal, and from what they told me, it was absolutely insane. Like, the rain was coming down in sheets, the wind was insane, it was hailing. It got to the point like where my friend had to pull over. It was that bad. And keep in mind, from where like we're from, we don't really get really big storms like that often. So like, we're not used to that. Yeah, so that happened. Everybody was fine, by the way. Everybody who was in the car was fine. They just pulled over and like waited for things to calm down a bit. Then they drove back home. Yeah, it was really cool to watch from the docks though. Like the view of the storm that we had from the, well, me and the parents had from the house, you know, was really, really cool. The house was on a lake, like right by a lakeside. And you know, we had a dock, so we could go down to the lake and just look at the clouds, look at the storm, and watch the lightning flash. Onward! Anyway, so this is freshman year, right? And it was a Wednesday right before winter break. And the school had to go on like a full lockdown for 3 hours because of a threat. Don't worry, nothing actually happened. Everything was completely fine. Everybody was fine. It was just really, really scary. Oh yeah, fun fact. Same said school this year has like at least 4 other lockdowns, like in 1 year. So that's pleasant to hear. So basically, back to the story. Someone left a note in the bathroom or like wrote on something that someone was going to do something really bad. So, you know, school took that seriously, went into lockdown. And that really shook all of us up. I have really bad anxiety too, so this also impacts it, but like I genuinely was ready to like have to like, you know, fight for my life. So like it really shook me up. So I get home, I'm very shaken up, you know, everybody's shaking up. And basically I was taking choir at the time too at said school, you know, as an elective, because I really enjoyed singing at the time. So we had a choir concert the night of the lockdown, you know, the same day. And I was sure that was gonna get canceled. Like my choir teacher would have a heart and like, you know, give us a little break after fearing for our lives for a good 3 hours. You know, I thought she'd be a good person and cancel the thing. Nope. This absolute woman, she still has the choir concert happen that night. She didn't let anybody off the hook, no matter how bad mentally they were fucked by the thing. Like, she didn't care. She had the concert that same night. Unfortunately, I had to go because otherwise I would get an F and like, you know, that would really impact my grade, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I was miserable. A lot of people were miserable. It was just a terrible time, and I'm still salty at that choir teacher. Oh yeah, the same choir teacher smacked me with like a little music pamphlet for being on my phone. And keep in mind, it was sophomore year, and I was experiencing like my first really big crisis, mental health wise. She was aware of this, you know, my parents like told her to go easy on me and whatever. So, you know, I'm on my phone because I was just very overdone. I'm still pissed about this. She walks over to me and smacks me with a sheet music, like little book thing. It wasn't a hard copy, don't worry. It was a paper copy. But that scared me. And I was already really not having a good day. So, you know damn well that nearly brought me to tears. So yeah, that was fun. I'm still really fucking pissed at her for that. I have some pretty funny skiing stories. So basically where I live, there's mountains really close by, and you know, mountains being mountains, they get a lot of snow. So there's a decent amount of ski resorts like close to where I live. So I go skiing every now and then during the winter. And my grandparents on my dad's side, they also own a house in Colorado that's up in the mountains. That's very close to like a really, really nice ski resort. We have a midwinter break during like the second week of February, I want to say. So basically, you know, usually we go visit them and they take us skiing. Basically, I ski a good bit, and I have a few good stories. I'm trying to think, which one should I tell? Well, I guess I'll start off with like a shorter one, you know. So me and my brother, we're going to ski school and everything, and we've had several occasions where we've nearly gotten lost on the mountain because we took the wrong turn, like when we got off like the chairlift. The class went that way, and we went that way. So yeah, we've had several times where we nearly got lost. There was this one time in particular though that I remember the clearest. Basically, I had to yell at my brother to not go that way, but he was adamant it was the right way. So yeah, that was a fun time. Orphan. God. Oh yeah, there's this one time. So basically, this is when I was out. This was like in 8th grade when I was out of ski school. So basically I'm going down this, you know, this pretty fun run. I'm with my dad and my grandpa. Everything's going well. I'm having fun. And then I hit an icy patch. And of course, I wasn't expecting it. Like, it came out of nowhere. I wiped out, and I wiped out bad. And I had pulls. So something happened. I guess I tried like using one of the poles to like stop myself from like falling. And basically, pole snap. I snapped my pole. And these are rentals, by the way. So like, that was fun. You know, I'd have to like explain to like the rental place. Of course, they were chill. They were understanding, you know. Basically, I wiped out so hard that I snapped my pole. Like, genuinely though, that was actually really funny. Ooh, speaking of good wipeouts, let me tell you a classic. So basically, you know, it's at the same skiing place. I want to say it was like in I want to say it was in like 3rd grade, maybe. I don't know. Me and my brother were rather dumb kids. We went down this run that had moguls at the very end, which basically it's big bumps. We go down the run. I'm being a smart human, you know. I'm like, you know, taking my time, doing turns and everything, being cautious. My brother, on the other hand, he just full on sends it down that hill. He just zooms past all of us. And then he hits the moguls like dead on. And then we just watch him go flying off one after another, then BAM! Just absolutely crashes at the very bottom. He was completely fine, by the way, and like he left it off too. Like he wasn't hurt. But yeah, that was definitely the most epic wipeout that we've ever had skiing. It was really funny. It was really, really funny. Pick me! Come on, pick me!